Hey everyone, I just want to give my intake on the Vodafone and 3 merger and what I think should happen to both 3 and Vodafone. Now, many people know that I've had signal problems on giffgaff recently, and obviously, as you know, I'm planning to leave giffgaff because of the lack of 4G Volt calling and Wi-Fi calling. My intake on the 3 and Vodafone merger is that if 3 and Vodafone merged, it'd be music to my ears because, as you know, I've been quite clear about my decision, and over the past few months, I would want 3 and Vodafone to keep their NVNOs, basically, and I think they should get rid of Voxy. I think they should get rid of Voxy, I think, in my opinion, and then just move everybody from Voxy over to Smarty. So, with Smarty, 3 should improve the signal on 3 should improve the signal as well. 3 should improve the signal. And also, I think Smarty should be running the Vodafone network, I think. Because, the difference between 3 and Vodafone, I think, is the 3 is very patchy coverage up and down the country. I've been with 3 and Vodafone over the years. I've been with them both. And you know what? 3 is an absolute dreadful network. I've never come on a worse network like 3, and I think with 3 merging with Vodafone, I think 3 should be sharing the Vodafone signal. I really do think they should, because it would really help a lot of people. And obviously, forget what I usually mention is the giffgaff with 4G Volt calling and Wi-Fi calling. I mention that a lot on my channel, an awful lot, and literally, and I just think they should get rid of Voxy. They should just get rid of Voxy because it is completely just insane, and I just think Smarty should change. It should run instead on the 3 network. It should run on the Vodafone network because the signal would be so much better for Smarty customers as well. They should get rid of Voxy, and I tell you why. I've looked at the reviews on Voxy, and I was not happy with what I saw, and literally there is sorry, I was just Googling something before I come on here. And I tell you what, it's the reviews of Voxy I don't like, because I've been with both Vodafone and 3, and I think for the first time ever, it would give those 3 customers who don't have signal usually to to have signal for the first time ever. And even if Smarty was to, if I suggest they keep Smarty And, I suggest they keep Smarty and everything. And whether if they do have the choice whether to go with Voxy or Smarty, and, they should just get rid of Voxy. But I think they should just keep Labara. They should just keep Labara as the mobile talk mobile and things like that. And then it would give you more option. And if Smarty was to use the Vodafone network itself, I would be very, very pleased to hear that, because that would be music to my ears. So, for me, and, and even if Smarty did use the Vodafone network, I would honestly move myself over from giffgaff over to Smarty, only if they use the Vodafone network for coverage. Because I left Vodafone in 2013, and then I went straight to O2. I went straight to O2 not long afterwards. I was with O2 for 2 years, and then I went to giffgaff, and that's how it was from there. And I did leave giffgaff. I did leave giffgaff for a bit to join 3. In 2016, I left to join 3, and I couldn't even get signal anywhere where I went. And I think with Vodafone, as well, with Vodafone as well, I think, I honestly think that Smarty should run on the Vodafone network. And who agrees with me on that one? Because I seriously think it should happen. And, because I'm sort of waiting for this merger, because I want to go over to Smarty only if they use the Vodafone network, that is. And you look at the reviews on there, and I must just say I'm not happy with that. I am not happy with that, and that is not good enough, because at the end of the day, let's get on my settings a minute, and let me just get on my let me just see. So see here for the Voxy reviews, I am not happy with that, and I think with Smarty it's a bit better, and I think they should just don't let 3 run Smarty anymore. Smarty should be run by a different network like Vodafone. Then I would go over to Smarty only if they use the Vodafone network. If they piggybacked off Vodafone, yes, I would go straight over to them with the newly improved Smarty, and that's how I would do it if they were to merge. And plus it would also give me, features like 4G Volt calling and Wi-Fi calling, which I don't get on giffgaff, and I always mention it on giffgaff on a daily basis. And if loads of people know on this forum that I mention this so much. And that's what I think on the 3 and Vodafone merge. I don't know what you think. Do you agree that Smarty should... Do you agree that Smarty should run on the Vodafone network? Do you think Smarty should run on the Vodafone network instead of 3? What do you think on this? Because I want to know your thoughts.